when the ACC schedule was announced, so the 3-5-5 format announced maybe 6 weeks ago, and then the teams were announced in regards to primary opponents. What was your response? Because my first look at it was Florida State's got the toughest draw. And then I looked through it and I pinned Wake Forest. They've got the easiest draw. And then I ran the numbers for the last 5 years in the ACC, and that's exactly what it showed me. Florida State's playing the toughest opponents. I think the aggregate record for those three opponents in the ACC, 78-47 the past 5 years. And again, Wake had the easiest. So a lot of fans had different perspectives on whether they wanted to see really good teams on their, I don't know why they would, but wanted to see really good teams as the primary opponents, or of course rivals were going to be protected. But what were your initial thoughts?
And before we get into that, with us scheduling Alabama and Georgia in the future, that doesn't help things either with all that's going on. The Notre Dame, we have to play them a couple of years down the road as well. And when you're looking at our three opponents with Clemson, Miami, and also Syracuse, I look at that and I think, well, why would we play Syracuse if we can honestly just play Georgia Tech? You have that 5-hour drive there. It's in the Atlanta area. A lot of Florida State fans navigate to that area. It's a little bit more easier. I get the Clemson and Miami because they're both rivals technically. Miami's more of a rival than Clemson at this point. But I will say that I think it's a decent pool. I know Florida State wants to have as many eyes as they can. I think I looked at the TV ratings not too long ago, and Florida State was still listed in the top 15 of those. So people still want to see Florida State be successful, whether they hate them or they love them. It's going to be a situation where Florida State has all the eyes on them. Now, can they be successful in that kind of situation? I don't know, because really when you look at that 3-3-5 mix that we have, I mean, it's good that we're playing all kind of different opponents. We're being able to get those student athletes to go to all kind of different venues. And maybe this time Miami can actually win an ACC championship. But it's just a situation where Florida State really has to be successful in those big tier games. Can they do it? I'm not really sure. The future will tell on that.
If you didn't notice that, Miami fans, and I'm sure we will have some watching, that was a dig there. So Miami fans are always going to point to the national championships, and Florida State's going to point to the conference championships, and pretty much a better, more consistent winning success rate since 1980.